Hey, welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. If you're not a subscriber yet, please do so. There's a ton more videos coming. There's all kinds of ideas floating around in my head, and I just have to get to them, and I will soon. I was thinking it while I was watching this video. Pool takes such an ungodly level of concentration if you want to play it at an advanced level. And if you have dreams of becoming a pro or just taking it as far as you can take it, you're going to have to maintain your concentration level every single game, all the way through the game. And what we tend to do is, if we see a relatively easy pattern, or we got through the difficult part of the rack, sometimes we kind of let up on the concentration and sort of take things for granted, and we get a little bit arrogant and cocky, and it's like, okay, the hard part's over, let's just knock these balls in the pocket and get it done with. And you'll see me get halfway through this rack, I believe it was when I shot the 6th ball, I get bad position, and it's because I didn't think it through. I didn't maintain that high level of concentration. I just sort of kind of took it for granted. I knew I needed an angle. I got the angle, but I got too much of an angle. And all it would have taken was a roll up another, 4 or 5 inches, and I would have got perfect, and the rest of the rack would have been easy. But instead, I struggled for the rest of the rack, and I had to shoot some really difficult shots to run all 9 balls when it could have been easy. So while maintaining a high level of concentration, you're also keeping it physically easy, which takes more stress off your shoulders. This is not hard, it's easy. So don't maintain your concentration, that's easy, but now you have a difficult road ahead. I mean, take your pick. Would you rather shoot 9 easy balls and maintain a high level of concentration, or shoot 9 very difficult shots and just be kind of, half there and half not there? Think about that, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm going to stop yakking and get on with this video. The cue ball's right here. The one's sitting right in front of the pocket, but I believe I'm shooting that one in the corner. 1 to the 2 to the 3, that's going to be a problem, that 3 ball. 3 to the 4, 4 to the 5, 5 to the 6, 6 to the 7, 7 to the 8. 7 to the 8 could be a bit of a problem because they're both on opposite rails, and the 7 ball's lower than the 8 ball. So we're going to have to negotiate that. 7 to the 8 and the 8 to the 9. Now, the biggest problem is the 3 ball and getting back on this 4 ball. I want to shoot the 4 ball on the side. So we need to find the right angle to shoot this 3 ball from this side of the table. We don't want to negotiate any of this traffic. We want to steer clear of all that. And it's this doorway we'll be shooting the 3 and come off this rail and come back through the same doorway and get on this 4 without getting behind the 6 ball. Yeah, so let's take it up to there. Drawing this back to exactly where the cue ball is now when we shoot this 1 will leave us a pretty damn perfect angle on this 2 ball to get back up and through that doorway at the right angle to get back on this 4. So that's where my mind is here. Once I see the line I want, it's all about complete focus on that 1 ball. You got to make one and drawing back. Not exactly where it was, but that will work. And this 2-ball, a lot of people like to put English on here, and if you put too much left, you're going to spin it. It's going to come off this rail and want to spin down there. If you put right on it, it's going to hit this rail and want to spin down there. And we have to keep it up on this side of the table. And once again, we're not negotiating this traffic. We want to steer clear of that. And I already have a plan to do it, so just center ball, no English at all. Not even any top or bottom, just center ball. And again, focus your complete. Once you know what English and what speed to shoot it at, just put all focus into making the shot. And the cue ball should do what you want it to do. Yeah, this is a little touchy again because we're going through this doorway. We have the right angle to go off this rail and back up on the 4, but we have to come back through the same doorway between the 8 and the 5, and we don't want to get snookered behind the 6. And what makes this shot so dangerous is the cloth is really fast and the rails are really slow. So yeah, it's a crazy table. And it can get away from you if you shoot it too hard. And careful, that could have been a disaster if we got behind that 6. We didn't. We're pretty much straight in on the 4, but we don't want to hit a stop shot on this and stop it on the 5. Because it's I mean, we could draw it back and shoot the 6 in this corner, but it just looks like too much work to me to do that, and it's a little bit too touchy. So while it looks like I'm putting backspin on, and I am putting backspin, I'm putting, low English on this. I'm not drawing it, but it's going to spin backward until it gets about halfway, and then it's going to start spinning forward, and naturally, and when it hits this 4, it should roll up. This is a finesse shot. So it looks like I'm drawing it, but I'm not. I'm actually putting forward motion, natural forward motion spin on this. And you see how it went forward a couple inches. It might have went a little bit more than I liked it to, but it's okay. Now we can draw this and stun it back to this rail here and be straight in on the 6 for the same side pocket. So I'll be jacked up a little bit on this because we're coming down here. And that's perfect. So, well, an amateur usually gets to this point, they're playing good, they're doing everything right, and here's where they kind of bone it because they try to get straight in on the 7-ball, and that's going to make it very difficult to get on the 8-ball. So you need an angle here. But I didn't take enough time on this shot. I got plenty of angle. I hit a stop shot here. But I should have shot this like I shot that 4-ball and just put bottom on it until about halfway and then roll forward. So it just rolls forward a couple inches. And that would have been perfect to get back on this 8. But I hit a stun shot on this. So I have a little bit of an angle here. It's going to go down table just like an inch or two. It's a stop shot at an angle. And, thinking, okay, you need an angle to get back on this 8, but I didn't need that much of an angle. And it turns into a kind of a train wreck here, and I get bad on the 8, and I went too far on the 8, and then I get bad on the 9 because I had to shoot a shot, a desperation shot on the 8 to get back on the 9 to run this rack. So everything was going perfect until I shot that 6-ball, and I didn't think it through enough. You have to think it through. You got to keep your head, guys. We're going to run the whole rack from start to finish, 1 through the 9, and with 0 commentary, 0 interruptions, 0 stops, and 0 yakking.